Wonderful. Hey guys, what's going on? So today's video is going to be kind of an interesting one. We basically finally figured out a problem that has been going on with the RV since day one that we didn't even know about. So let's get into it. So just a little background. The issue kind of apparently has been there all along, and the problem that I saw was that our battery was always dead. I thought that it was basically just a bad battery. You know, those lead acid batteries, I wasn't taking good care of it. You know, I wasn't checking water levels. I wasn't keeping it topped off in the winter or anything like that. So I just assumed that the battery was shot. So on our latest trip, you know, I wanted to make sure that, you know, just for safety reasons, because the emergency braking system on these RVs requires that 12-volt battery to be charged. Because, you know, if your truck disconnects and, you know, your 7-pin connector is no longer connected, and then you go and pull that, you know, that emergency brake cable, there's nothing to power those, you know, the actuators in the brakes. So just for safety reasons, I took a brand new battery out of our boat and put it in the RV. And that's when I realized, when we got to the campground, I couldn't use any, you know, I couldn't use the jack, I couldn't use the slides, none of that. The lights worked, but that was it. Anytime I pulled any significant amount of power, I couldn't get anything to work. I even tried plugging the 7-pin connector into the truck and getting power off of that, just in case that would work, because I know it used to on my old Silverado, but that also did not work. It didn't work until the truck was actually hitched up and the 7-pin was connected, which didn't really make any sense to me at all. And then there may have been a combination of issues. It may not just be one, but let me show you what I found when we got back from camping. Wonderful. So yeah, super bad ground. That screw was stripped out. It must have been bad, you know, from day one. You know, it really explains why all these years the battery always seemed dead. You know, I would always have to top it off, you know, with a battery tender or a battery charger. The camper itself wasn't charging the battery, and I didn't even realize it, you know, this whole time. So I probably should have. So what you've got, you know, right here. So that white cable is my ground cable, and you can see I've just got it screwed right to the you know, junction box there. That was just to kind of prove out the concept, to make sure that that fixed all my issues. And sure enough, I can power my slides, I can power my jack. You know, everything is working in the camper now right off the battery, that never did before. So now that I know that, let's you know, actually, you know, fix that cable properly. So what I'm thinking is, I'm not going to use that screw that was stripped out. Instead, I'm going to try to reuse the existing ground screw that's in here. So we'll see if that works. And just so you know, I did not disconnect the battery. You should. This is one of those do as I say, not as I do moments. Alright, so, and I apologize if I'm blocking the view. So I'm going to unscrew, I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's one of those green ground terminals that you see in any house, you know, junction box or shop junction box. So I'm just going to disconnect that. And then run that through the ring terminal. Actually, I got to pop this through this first. All right, Nice good contact. Nice and tight. Yep, that should be good. Got that other screw. Nice. So yeah, it turned out that there were two problems. One was here with the grounding connected to the battery. The other problem I'm going to cover in a different video, but it had to do with the 7-pin connector connecting up to the new truck versus the old one. So I'll cover that in a separate video. But hopefully you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.